So we are actually only 11 minutes behind.
Yeah, bravo.
Because I already switched the schedule half an hour forward. So
Sounds better 42 minutes.
yes, okay. There's a lot we're going to learn today. A lot of people are going to be up here, but this is a town hall kind of spirit. But what we want to do right now is the lights went off there. You can good still? All right. What we want to do right now is talk about quick history, quick future together. And then we're going to have a panel about how we see the world, macro, he calls it macro. A lot of things are changing thematically, geopolitically. And then we're going to move to, actually I should probably have that slide up here, but going to be a panel on how do we see investing around the world. Actually, yeah. And we have Saudi, Africa, India, Mississippi. Ohio couldn't make it, but I can represent. And Jamaica. Where's Bruce? Bruce is our host, but if you don't know, he's developing a lot of interesting projects in the Caribbean. My father built a house in Jamaica. He had 8-track tapes in 1977 when he met Bob Marley. So I relate. We built this house outside of Negril. But I got to bring these people in. Hey, kitchen! Bruce! Get in here. There are a lot of conferences that you've been to where it's all happening outside. That's not us. We're family style. Lube Nahai. Carl. Teal. Okay. Thank you. All right. So we're going to talk about investing around the world, and then we're going to talk about AI. You just have AI it permeates. Then other emerging industries, and then we talk about, and this is actually segues, because I think what we're about to do is about to be, it will be amazing. And the question is, what is everyone's legacy? I ask that question in a 360 diagnostic all the time. Where are you and what's your objective? What's your purpose? And so many American, I give the Europeans credit because they've been thinking about this longer with multi-gens, don't have really, I'll just call it a strategy. They're very opportunistic. They know it when they see it. And, but the legacy, then we say, what are you investing into? Then what are you looking to raise money for? What are you looking to, do you need talent? Do you need business partners? And then what are you doing philanthropically? And how can we help on that axis? And then by philanthropy, it's really a question about next gens and your impact investing, which takes you back to the first question. If you ask me, I think we're going to do amazing things with AI, with philanthropy. And that's where I am. My mind is like, I'm just looking at MJ, but if you could just know what everyone wants to do, everybody here has something they're trying to solve for, whether you've made all the money, and I was with a family they had the money, and we were just, that magic of dysfunction, it was just dysfunction. And I talked to, remember Jack's wife, Peg, and I said, the Gates Foundation is also dysfunctional. She goes, no, they're not. But they are. And I went to law school in Michigan with Keith Matthews. He's the chief general counsel for the Gates Foundation. Let's just say they're not optimized. We'll put it that way. They're not dysfunctional, but they're not optimized, right? But the whole legacy question of where we're going is going to relate back to this. We talked with Esther Dyson about AI. If you remember March 2024, and Hank Rogers, the Tetris co-founder, like how do we like trust AI? Who's evil? But who's to know all this stuff? But what I know is the people in this room, most of you, and I want to get to know you better, and and how we all help each other navigate back to doing smart things and being efficient, but then getting on to the next level. I really think that's what Esther, by the way, if you don't know, did anyone not know Esther Dyson? I know one wants, does anyone know Esther Dyson? Okay. Lubna, you're right. She's going to retire on Mars. She's going to be our representative of the human race on Mars. She is, who's talking? Shh. Please. I'm going to do this for everybody. Esther is, and she had pointed out that, you know, we have an opportunity for AI to do so much to free us up. It's going to be a hard transition. It's going to be tough. Like everything that Simon Vine was talking about, where the future of work, it's accelerating so fast. Now, I'm from Ohio, and so we need actually HVAC, we need plumbers, we need all those people. But it's just going to be an accelerated event. It's just every day. Now, what we're going to do is talk about the most change-making part of the world are the family offices, right? Those magical, dysfunctional family offices. So if there's a way that we can together just optimize ourselves, otherwise we're going to get passed behind, and then forces of evil could even take root. I'm just going to stop there. All right, so with that, the legacy has to be history. Since we're going to talk about Jamaica, Ziggy Marley says, you know, you got to know your future, you got to know your past to know the future. So,
can you do that in an accent?
Well, I don't have a patois accent, but is that on here? Okay. I don't think it works. It wasn't working for me. All right, let's see. All right, you know all of us. All right, we've done some things, but I don't think we've done much. We haven't really, and even today I apologize to some people. It was just, I love where we are, but the tech was, you know, we're raising money actually to have ops, so we'll get over that. But there's so much we could do with AI, so I think this is more like a proof of concept. Okay, keep going. Are we going to talk about the history at all? Okay, all right. You wanted me to do it. All right, fine. Well, then this is you then. But the history really is what I really want to do. I'm from Ohio, first go to college, the family, I was telling people earlier. I love the World Economic Forum, Milken, a lot of things that people were all involved in, what they're doing. But they can't do this. This has to come from somebody in a village type of environment that really believes in the power of a community. And I built an alumni community for a small college in Ohio. I think only one anyone else from Denison other than Andrew? Big Red? Then I went to Michigan, but all that. But I believe in the power of community, and the community, it has checks and balances. We've seen a lot of things. We're going to talk macro. There's a worrisome of what the checks and balances of our country right now. And and by the way, we're not political. We'll take an issue like recidivism and people that are in prison and how to bring them back into productive society. Actually, in MJ, it's a lot of it is go to the roots. It's dyslexia. It's it's really, we're educating from preschool to prison for boys. It's just the way it's set up. We'll talk about all that, but what I want to really help us all do is figure out how we can, because some of you are just like, you're working for a family office or it's your capital. You just want to make money, but I know we all want to help the world. So this comes from a history of being the first in your family go to college. My dad's a barber, really good barber, won awards and all that. And he took me to Dale Carnegie. I was fourth grade. I was the youngest ever to go to Dale Carnegie. I don't know if you ever heard that. So we look, well, okay, I'm up on stage. So, but I sort of grew up quickly. I rode a motorcycle when I was 3. I was talking about like, literally, I was that generation when they threw you in the deep end of the pool. They can't do that any day. All right.
Social services.
Yes.
CPS.
My father, God love him, 84. But I hope that I am creating something that catalyzes what we all can do, and AI is that missing ingredient. And can I pass the mic to you? Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, Yasmin, some of you know from earlier, I feel like you've already seen this, but some haven't. But we met a year and change ago, thanks to Deepinder, who's invested in her company, and our companies are now coming together. I think her highest and best use is with us, and vice versa. So I'm excited about what we're about to do.
I'm also excited to see if that's going to work. Okay.
Let me click here.
Yeah, thank you. Well, leave it like that for now. So hello, everyone. My name is Yasmin. I'm the CEO of Klever.AI. And I have a confession to make. I don't like the word AI. I think this is glorified. I think it's a hype. I think it's misused. So what I would really like is to dissect to you, to all this audience, 3 things that it's important about AI and how we can actually distinguish the real AI from hype. And there are 3 things. First of all, proprietary data. How can we create proprietary data that create an edge? Remember that all your competitors also have subscription to Bloomberg and PitchBook, right? The second thing is how do we establish trust? And trust is one of the most important pillars for all these AI companies today. Without trusting the AI, without explainability, credibility, we will not use this technology. So how trust in this room can be leveraged or even replicated digitally? And the third thing is how we actually create a very tangible use case. So when I met Mark 1 year ago, it's okay. One of the things that you came to me and said, I have an amazing network, great people, great minds. We have amazing assets, but how do we connect all of them? So after 1 year, we actually came up with, and we did a little pilot. We're going to show you some results. We're going to give you a little sneak peek. But this is something that we're really looking forward to co-build together with you. So we can click now. My specialty is human AI decision making. I'm a telecommunication engineer, and I'm a cognitive psychologist as well. I used to work as a COO in a corporate venture capital. I was super frustrated at how decisions are being made today. So my goal actually is how we can transform data into decisions. Because let's face it, data today is not the problem. We're overwhelmed by data. How we can create clarity from this data. And one of the things that we are special, yeah, it's good. So we are actually focusing in a very niche market in decision making. How do we connect assets, the right assets, with the right people in order to make the right decision? Because especially when there are high-risk decisions that is not really clear, there is no right or wrong answer, we never make this decision alone. You all probably consult with people you trust, right? But what do you have in common? Can you collect more intelligence from people in this room or people that are not in this room? And this is what we created. We focus on conversations. What I love about Mark's legacy and have everything that he's built is that there are a lot of unstructured conversations going on. Can we do something out of it? What about the ROI of those conversations? And I encourage each one of you to think, how much time do you invest talking with people about due diligence, about new deals, about inside intel? What do you do with that? Do you actually leverage this knowledge? So let's bring it down to earth. And I want to show you just a small sneak peek. This is like a knowledge graph called Neo4j that we started to map the different decisions, different people. And what you see here, sorry, it's a GIF. So you see how slowly through the months, we started to create better network, almost like a neural network, like a brain. And it's only going to learn and become bigger and bigger. And you can see as well the spike of insights from the conversations in a second. Here's the spike. So we were analyzing only 20 conversations. That's not a lot. Imagine what we can do with 50 or 100. So this is our goal, doing together. I want to show you just, and I apologize for allocators because you already seen that, so bear with me. I'm going to be much briefer. This is, for example, how we start to clean the noise through the conversation. So each one of the investors, can basically connect your LinkedIn. We already know what you're looking at, what's your investment thesis, and automatically you have here a personalized, contextualized agent that knows you and can already show you your relevant assets. So you can say, hey, I'm only looking for companies with traction of 10 million around biotechnology. So you can get this right away. So we already cleaned this, and again, we analyze proprietary data generated by this ecosystem. Now, I do want to show you something that I'm quite excited about, because we are not making decisions in front of a laptop necessarily. We talk. So what we are launching in 2 weeks is conversational AI. It's in his computer. We just a second.
Can you tell me what older people thought about this deal?
Let's try to give it like a few seconds. If not, we can just do a live demo
Hold on,
for everyone that is interested, anyone that is interested. But that is a conversation.
Let me check the opinions left by others on this deal.
Yesterday about an asset that just presented. So a company called Waveguide Corporation.
Mark Gottlieb raised concerns about startups hiring large distributors.
And then we trained an AI analyst to actually talk with each one of
He
you.
also emphasized the
So the question, let's start.
commission
It's not working.
opportunities.
Yes, it's not working. It's okay, Theo, it's fine, no worries. Next time. So we created a personality to that agent, and this personality will evolve. It doesn't have great sense of humor, so we do need to kind of collect good jokes from these conversations so we can create better jokes. But this AI analyst, basically, that is going to be available is going to filter your relevant assets. It's going to analyze all the files. It's going to analyze all the conversations. And it will enable you to consult with more than 5,000 stakeholders.
How can you say more than 24 hours a day?
No, this is a week. Sorry, it's my bad. So we kind of did a little calculation of how many hours you can potentially save a week. And we're talking here about 68 hours a week, approximately. So we are more than happy to show you a live demo of a conversation and how we actually created something way better than any kind of a voice-enabled AI that you've seen. Mark, do you want to talk about that part? I think this is...
All right, just stay here. It's just real quick. You could do it by so many vectors, right? Asset classes, industries, geographies, and like we were in Seattle. So my Seattle crowd is at the Rainier Club. They're going to meet inside the Rainier Club for the Tuesday briefings, but they want to have this in our London group gets together. So we're enabling the regional clusters to start to take off, but they also want to make money out of that. They don't want to like just do it, right? And so a lot of you, we're creating a LATAM conference. We're creating LATAM room. Could be manufacturing room. I'm looking for co-leaders on all those vectors and the subsectors. And so like healthcare has 7 or 8 subsectors. Looking for co-leaders, and we want to enable that so that I have all the right people, all the right content, and then there are deals. Now there's compliance and privacy and all that stuff, but we will iterate together. We'll figure it out. So we're not here today to say we got all the answers, but we were going to start off, if you become a member, and that you can immediately have access to certain rooms that might resonate, and we will create more.
We're going to start with 10, just to be much more concise. So there's going to be a real estate group that we're going to curate assets in the relevant people. There's going to be private credit, healthcare, biotech and medtech, e-health and wellness, food, energy, industrial, transportation, climate, data centers and deep AI, so it's going to be much more deeper applications of AI. because AI is basically cross-industrial. Media and sports and emerging markets.
Why don't you have fintech or tech?
Have what?
Fintech.
Because we met about 10 minutes before this session. And
Any more room on the slide?
I just said this is representative, right? And that's why I took 10 off. She put 10 back on. But, you know, we'll figure it out.
No, we're also checking the demand. So because there's a lot of, sorry guys. So there's a lot of information that you provided during the years, like the diagnostic, but also your behavior. And some of you that already onboarded to Klever, we're asking you which categories you're interested in. So we first want to create something that is relevant. So if we will see another sector or a theme that will have demand, we will add it. You go. You want me to talk about it? Okay. So I think you should talk first about the business model. What's your mission here? And then I can talk about the benefits. What do you say?
I think I already hit the mission. What we really want to do is, no, I think you just go for it.
All right. I used to work with enterprises. I didn't work with family offices before. And one of the things when I started to get to know more family offices and also to talk with some of you, I've seen that this is very much event-based, not very scalable model. And we kind of want to create here a model that it's still going to be inclusive. So it's not going to be like 35,000 just to be part of this, of events. But we also want to create value first. So we're coming here with a different approach together, combined, because we believe this is the time for a different approach, for AI, for data, for 24/7 accessibility. So what we are going to present here is few benefits that you're all going to get. First of all is to have access to co-investment rooms, so the deals and curated people and the right insights. Discover the right stakeholders. We train a whole separate agent just that based on what you're looking for can recommend you the right people. Promote your portfolio. Many of you have portfolio companies and you probably want to find co-investors or to do biz dev. This is also a service that we will provide. Then access to members' insights. There's a lot of information that was exchanged. Now you have access to that too. The AI agent that fortunately you couldn't see in action. They're going to be VIP events. They're going to be much more, we'll say, curated and with specific topics. And one of the things we are developing is a legacy and memory aspect. Many of you talk to me about that. More than glad to share it in one-on-one conversation. These are things that are not available, not in CRMs, not in OpenAI or Perplexity, apart from some aspect of agent, to agentic AI. I'll pass it to you.
All right, I'm going to be quick because we got to get onto a panel. But I'm going to ask everybody to pay $30 a month just to access this and have the basic stuff, because we want to make this super accessible for a global community. Then, of course, there'll be premium, and then there'll be things for qualified purchasers, which will earn your trust, and that will be a larger amount, but that comes with access to deals, you know, and the ability to have a lot of extra features. We think it should be, it'll go 100, it'll go 1,000. I don't want to actually grow too quickly. I want to ease into this. I mean, we talk about, there's easing and scaling, but I want to easily scale. And then we'll talk about the other stuff, but we have a panel to talk about the world. So this is what we will do, is have a couple sessions where we'll all be together to sort of educate and iterate together, because it is a village, and that's where we're heading. So, drop the mic, I guess. Anything else?
I think that this is very much depends on all of us. So I think that the beauty of collective intelligence is how much you believe in that. I mean, you all talk about AI, but can you actually contribute to AI? What can you contribute? What can you get? So we're really looking forward to have a more in-depth conversation with each one of you and to make this scalable and profitable. Yeah.
Perfect. So, come join our 361 Firm community of investors and thought leaders. We have a lot of events created by the community as we collaborate on investments and philanthropic interests. Join us.